everybody, Kitsune over here, and welcome to my channel. I am at the workbench, so you know I'm getting ready to make something. And, well, we've done this in the past, so we're just going to do it again. We're going to do some Miniverse. One of which is the Make It Mini appliances, and the Make It Mini lifestyle. This one I thought was kind of interesting because he keeps showing this little crystal picture on everything. Probably won't get it, but it is cute. There's a lot of different little things. I would love to get those little mushrooms. Little potted plants are kind of cute. Looks like there's some little cat coffees. And this one, well, it looks like it's got two styles, apparently. I guess it's going to be an espresso machine. So, let's go ahead and get started with the big one first. Let's pop this. Ooh, stuff falling out already. Alright, that's wrapped in plastic. There is a made fresh, I guess the thing put your coffee on. Little ice cubes. Woo. It is most certainly an espresso machine. There it is. I got the pink one. And then there's some stuff to go with it. Now it really is kind of cute. It's got the little catch tray there. That piece actually works and opens up the vents. It opens up there. And there. You can see all the way down through. What's that do? Not a thing. It's just there. Okay, kind of cute. And here, wow, that tearaway isn't so good, is it? Oh. Little saucers and cups. A little bit big for a Barbie, but might be on a good size for some ball-jointed dolls. Again, bad tearaway. So there is a tub of whipped cream. Resin Shine Coffee Company. Latte. And two little spoons. And this must be the instructions that are sealed up like Fort Knox. You get this cut open and see what I'm supposed to do. I guess there are 8 to collect. And in this case, there was a choice between the pink and the green. That's the espresso machine. And really, the only difference between them is what colors you get for your machine and your mugs. There's a soda fountain, a boba machine, and a juice dispenser. Frankly, I think I got the cutest ones of the bunch because I like this little retro-looking espresso machine, even if it is pink. So here's the instructions that go with them, and what's this all about? Things in a couple of languages. Read me first. Not terribly useful, let me just say. So this is more going to be useful to me. They tell you to keep the plastic blister in order to raise things up in the bottom. I don't like that idea. Then again, I probably won't be displaying it in that. It should just be sitting around on its own. So, since we have a latte, it is this one here. And I want you to put this in there and then pour through it for no reason whatsoever into the cup. Then expose it to some sunlight, or in my case, I'm going to be using my UV light. And then you make another drop to put the whipped cream on top and expose it again. Okay. Well, relatively simple. Let's get on with it. And again, I'm not putting that in here. I don't want to have to clean up the mess, and it's not necessary. It's a nifty concept, but I want this for what it is, and I don't want to destroy it. And this can be poured without any help. I believe the whipped cream are the little plastic ones. Yeah, 2 little plastic whipped creams there. So, let's get these out of the way. I brought those out just in case, but I think I can set my lamp on top of these. No, I don't think I'll need to. That over there, that there. This is at the ready. Spoons out of the way. Saucers out of the way. Let's get on it. I know it doesn't tell you to stir this. I'm stirring it because I've had problems with it before. Alright, so now that these are set, it is time to add the whipped cream, which hopefully there'll be a drop left in here to do. Alright, there's a little drop there. And a little drop there. Here's our whipped cream. right, and one more time under the UV lamp. All right. Check to make sure this is hardened. And there we are. Nice little latte with some whipped cream on top. And they are ready to use in your diorama or with your dolls. Really cute. Really nice little sign you could put up behind there. Let's see what the other one is like. Alright, here's the second one. Let's go ahead and get this open. This is the Make It Mini Lifestyle Series 2. Guess there's 8 styles you can collect. Or maybe more. This one says 15. Okay, well, let's see. And explodey. I'm guessing this is a display stand, after some fashion. That was supposed to keep it from exploding all over the place. One, two, a whole bunch of papers. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 packages. Why do we need so many of these? Guys. So don't need all those. Those are in languages I cannot read. And here is our little book. Oh dear, there's some cute things on that. The Rose Teapot, the Jade Teapot, the Calico Cat Teapot, the Tabby Cat Teapot. And to match, there are Rose Teacups, Jade Teacups, Calico Cat Teacups, and Black Cat Teacups. Then there are the Groovy Candles, which are tie-dye pink, kinda. And Mushroom Candles. Marbled Arc Candles, two-tone arc candles, Crystal Shell Vase, Coral Shell Vase, and the Planter Buds. Interesting. Let's see what we got going on in here. Looks like it's wrapped in a little newspaper. That's cute. See if I can get it apart without tearing any of it. I've got 2 little purple and blue plates. Oh, and you can actually read this. Let me get it straightened out here. Really cute. Okay. So they made it like a proper newspaper. That's worth keeping. And here I have a mold for a teacup. Looks like it's going to be either the rose or the jade teacups, which I am here for. This is a tray with what appears to be the handles. Got two little legs, must be for the stand here, and a couple of little spoons. Yep, just like that. Here is resin, a squirt tip, just touched the cat, now I've got fuzz. What is this? Sandpaper. And an actual little cardboard packaging. And sun-baked sweets. So a couple of madeleines to go along with. Okay. And yes, the madeleines go along with the rose teacups. Here are the instructions. So you have to have this. So they want you to stick the mold down face first onto the tray and then fill up the mold. First upside down, then right side up. Then remove that, sand it, and then you can use resin to attach the little handle as well. Okay, well, let me get this set up and we'll give it a try. Okay, so I'm running into a similar problem that I had with the Lord of the Rings set. This is still very sticky. I have run it through this maybe 6 times. And that little handle will not set. I just keep running it and running it and running it, and I'm getting no results. So, I'm guessing my solution is going to be to coat it with my own resin again. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You've seen I stirred them. I've shaken them. I'm going to look again here. Hopefully in English. Somewhere in English. Mixing resin. Gently mix the resin around when creating a new resin color. That's what we're doing. For area, keep rubbing alcohol wipes. Highly recommend wear gloves. Warm up the resin by rubbing the bottle in between your palms. And think of it like it does not say anything about having to stir it. I did stir it. Still didn't help. Yet somehow the espresso machine worked. That one was good. This one isn't. I'm going to try and coat it with some of my own resin. And hopefully that will work. And maybe I can get this one to set in the process. Okay, so again, just like the Lord of the Rings set, there was some resin issues. They were resolvable this time, but the issues were still there. The resin did not want to set up. I had to put it through my UV lamp multiple times. It still ended up sticky, so I filled it with my own resin and coated it with it as well, because their resin wasn't going to hold the handles on either. It's still somewhat sticky. I don't think it'll ever not be sticky, like on the bottom or anything like that. It did cause texturing, just because there's whatever kind of residue left over from the bad resin coming through the good resin. The mold is great. I mean, they've got some really good molds being made. Very reusable. In fact, I went ahead and made my own little thing with my own resin and my own glitter and my own fruit and made a little fruit salad. Not sticky, no problems. Set up, I ran it through twice. Once up, once down, just like it says to do. And it worked fine. Here it is. Little fruit salad. Okay? But those are a sticky mess. I don't get it. I don't know what's going wrong with it. I'm going to keep experimenting because I have 3 more types to do. And hopefully this just won't continue to be a problem. If it does continue to be a problem, or if anyone else has had this problem, please let me know. Anyway, that right there, it was the, what did we call that second one? I wrote it down this time. That wasn't that wise of me. These were the Make It Mini Lifestyle Season 2. And this is the Make It Mini Appliances Espresso Machine. I love the espresso machine. It turned out great. That's a really cute little dude. Did not put the resin through it. You can theoretically clean it up. I don't know about stressing this type of plastic like that. I say just make it straight in the cup and then rescue this pretty little thing. Got a nice newspaper. Doll size, pretty cool. I didn't use the sandpaper. The one thing that did need sanded, I just went ahead and used some of my own because I have the same grit. But if you pour it well, you shouldn't need to. This is just here in case just in case. Yeah. Sometimes it happens. Sometimes it doesn't. Thing of resin. Whipped cream container. Well worth keeping. Great for a doll's house. Reusable. Does not have to be thrown away. I like that. These came out wonderfully. With their big dollops of whipped cream on top of the coffee. Worked out perfect. I love the concept. They're cute. They're usable. And this display stand isn't so bad either. I just don't have enough room to have all of these display stands, unfortunately. I'm going to have to do some picking and choosing. Anyway, guys, what do you think? I've been getting disappointed on the ones that I want the most, and it's not great. But, like I said, some of them are working, some of them are not. Let me know what you think below. If you like the content, please remember to like, subscribe, and share. Visit me on Patreon, on Etsy, on Discord, and also on Rumble. And I will see you next time. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.